Hey, it's the Scotch Test Dummies, and we're mounted.
We got a Maker's Mark Wood Finish Series Limited Release Stave Profile RC6, and we're gonna
test it mounted dummy style.
horseback style. So this is part of the Maker's Mark Wood Finishing Series. This is the first release. Stave profile is RC6. There's 10 virgin toasted American oak staves.
How many?
10.
10?
10.
It's a lot of staves.
The alcohol ABV on this is 54.1%. We're out at Eddie B's farm. Eddie B is helping us. Bart said he wanted to ride some horses.
Oh, howdy, everyone. Glad you can come out. Oh, howdy, everyone. Glad you can come out.
We've also got,
pour.
wow, that's a real good pour. We've got Peyton helping out behind camera as well. And Eddie B's going to get some. Here, look at that.
I had my horse. Well, I should have had my horse.
Eddie B. Because,
Oh, you know what? There is a bottle of water in there as well, Eddie, in the back. If you want to add a little, if you want to splash of
you can
water.
put a little splash in there if you want. Now, first of all, I wanted to point out, did you pick the horses we were going to be
I did.
mounted on?
Yep.
Yeah, something seemed up with that. For the first time ever, I'm looking up at you.
Yeah.
So,
I like it.
No, it's unnatural.
I said I need that horse right there.
Unnatural.
Bart needs that other one.
Yeah, hello.
Well, you're not experienced.
Very true. I had to help to get on. So, now everybody knows Maker's weeded bourbon.
That's right.
What's interesting here, though, is it just the staves they've put in? I saw they're toasted, right?
Right. 10 virgin.
Virgin
Toasted American oak staves.
All right.
54.1% ABV. The tasting notes on this, it says it brings a barrel finished for amplified notes of fruit, balancing sweet and spice. And is labeled a Kentucky straight bourbon whiskey, barrel finished with 10 virgin oak staves.
Good.
And we had a little, you know what? I got a coin too. Somewhere if I can
Oh,
get
yeah.
to it.
Hold on. I got one. See if I can get in.
It's
Hold
hard
on.
to get in the saddle.
Look
Right,
at
we're
that.
supposed to be,
Hold on.
we're going to be doing some jumping and stuff here in a little bit. Eddie B's going to run us through. I got coin 235.
Woo. Mine's in the tight jeans.
What's that in your ear?
Hold on. I've got 236. 236. Hold on to that bad boy. You can have them both so that way.
Why?
I'll just see you got them together.
Oh,
I figured
you don't want
it'd
it
be
on your
good.
whiskey?
No. Although that might be a good idea. Hold on. Good idea.
Yeah.
So, Eddie B, what we use these for, not only are they challenge coins, which we're used to, but they fit on top of the Glencairn, which will actually trap the vapors that come off and let you get a better nose.
the
'Cause
aromas.
Yeah, the glass is designed for nosing, so you can also kind of fancy kind of smell it.
I saw you do that. I saw
Yeah.
you do that. I was like, I thought you were going to take a hit with your nose. I was like, God dang.
Yeah.
At least use a straw.
And
Now,
they're
I'm
right, you get a
told-
lot of spice.
I'm told this horse is good. He's just going
Oh,
to
he's
stand here.
phenomenal.
Right? I got
Yes.
I got the bottle balancing right here.
You're good. You're good.
All
You're
right.
good.
Nice cinnamons and vanillas. Really rich nose. Oak, of course.
Beautiful kitchen spice.
What I would like to do, though, is compare this to the Maker's Mark 4 or the Maker's 46, as they label it, which is just finished with extra staves as well.
Little oaky for my taste.
Yeah. So I was talking with Eddie B. Eddie B doesn't like as much of an oaked bourbon. And so he's not as big a fan of the 46, but you like the standard Makers a lot.
Yes, I got Makers in my fridge right now.
Yep.
Rich palate, cinnamons, caramels. Very nice. None of the rye spice. You get some of the kitchen spices, though. Nutmeg,
I get a little coconut.
little coconut.
I'm not a big whiskey guy, but I think smooth when I take in the aroma. I think smooth.
Very much.
Smooth.
Now, I do have, if we can balance as well, purified water.
Yeah. Now we're going to the extra level here. So you can add a little water, Eddie B, to your bourbon or whatever whiskey you're drinking. Sometimes a little bit of water, just a touch, will open it up and
Look at
allow
me
even
balancing that
some
on the
more
horn of the
flavor.
horse.
Yeah,
That
he's
was
What a
skilled.
great horse. Balance yours up there too. Come on. Show
You
them
want-
what great
you want
horses
water?
these
I'm
are.
saying.
What's that?
Wow.
You want water?
No, thank you.
Give me
Really?
a drop.
Right,
Take a
give me a
drop.
drop. Give me
Take
a
a drop. Take a drop. and you'll see if it changes it at all. I gave him a little spritz. Gave him a spritz.
Oh, hold on. I'm going to swirl this with my giant older fingers as I
Hold on,
splash
hold on.
everywhere.
Yeah. Not on your hand.
This is a little bit
Do I take-
different. A
okay.
little bit of it different. We haven't done this before.
These
This
aren't
is a
shots.
different
This is
review.
beyond me. Do I sip? How do I do this?
Okay, so
Okay.
and what's the proof on this again? What's the ABV?
54.1.
All right, so this is a lot hotter than what you're normally used to with the regular makers.
Mm-hmm.
So one of the best things you can do, this will sound a little gross, but you're going to let a little saliva build up in your mouth, and then you bring in just a little tiny sip of the whiskey, and you can kind of, wow, not that much.
Okay,
Not
sorry.
that much spit.
Sorry, I was really saliva.
Yeah, you're all right.
Yeah,
Now-
okay,
Now,
okay.
take a
We'll
sip,
bring it back
and you
a little
can
bit.
control your levels, and you'll get more flavor from what the whiskey has rather than the alcohol burn.
That's got some oranges. Orange marmalade. Yep.
Delicious.
All right.
A lot of cinnamons, a lot of oaks, vanillas. Rich.
Don't want to lose my ambiance.
You're good. All right. Now, what are the, I know the horses' names, I think, but Eddie introduces to the horses that are on the show as well.
This is Minnie. She's a 14-year-old quarter horse mare, and that's Fletcher. He's a 13-year-old thoroughbred.
Now, how long would he stand here like this? Because he hasn't moved.
He's great.
Yeah,
Like a rock.
he's really good. He's really good. One thing good about a lot of the horses that I get are like retired rescue horses, if you will. So they've had other jobs. They've had a life of doing other things. So when they come here, they're great horses for people to come out and learn riding on, or for kids to come out and ride. So pretty gentle. If you see, they're pretty calm, and they stand here real nice. And they did have some shots of Maker's Mark before you came.
Now, I was real impressed. Peyton, who's behind the camera, brought the horses over. What'd you call it? A side step? What'd you call it?
Side pass.
Side pass, just beautifully kind of bringing them in.
I called it a shimmy.
A shimmy.
Shimmy.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it was like
And that's-
a shimmy with a shake.
And that's the great thing with these horses that have been trained and been equitated in their other lives. They they walk, trot, canter, they side pass, they back up, they do all the things. You ride down the road safe. So if someone does, like you guys wanted to come out and ride, I would start you in the arena. We'd get all the bells and whistles, stop, back up, side pass, canter, walk, trot, and then at that time we'd go out on the road and we could ride safely. So yep, great situation, great place, and good, great horses.
Now, you said this one was a racing horse,
Look
and
at
then
that.
did a
Look at
short
that.
Yeah,
stint
his
with him.
history, he was a high-dollar racing horse, had great breeding, but for whatever reason didn't work out in the track, and he became a hunter jumper and specialized in eventing, doing lots of jumps, but he was a little hot for that. And then he's been retired since then. He's had some health problems. That's why we got him here and nurtured him through his health problems. And now he's healthy. And like I said, I've got a lot of guys that come out a couple times a week and they ride on him. He's been a great teacher, real patient. He a little bit of an attitude. You see him pinning his ears a little bit. That's usually a sign. But that's him.
Okay.
I call him the angry horse.
So
he's
pinning
angry
the
horse.
ears back means he's a little upset.
Yeah, but
So
he's
he
kind
doesn't
of going
like-
both ways.
He's not really enjoying Scott.
The Maker's
That's what
Mark's
you're saying.
wearing off. So, and no, I'm just kidding. We don't give
want me to hold
horses
some?
whiskey. I don't think horses
I'm
are
gonna add another
anyway.
drop of water just to see
Here,
what
I can
happens
hold
here.
your glass.
I got it.
Okay.
And Minnie here was a ranch horse used for moving cattle for many, many years by a good friend of mine, J.V. Harrington. And then he was unable to ride anymore, so he gave the horse to Peyton. And now my daughter rides him along with other people that come out and ride. So yeah, two great horses, perfect for doing a show like this.
Perfect.
And we are going to ride around. We're going to race. I think you got a little track set
Nope.
up for us.
Nope.
Yeah.
None of that's happening.
I got the race horse. of
What you,
course, for that one.
what you would see would be the tall torso slowly leaning over until I just bailed out. We got here and Peyton's riding around. I'm like, wow, Peyton makes it look easy. Like you're one with a horse. You're just flowing. And I'm thinking, last time I rode, it looked like I was, what was the old paddle thing where you had the ball attached with the rubber band and you're hitting it? That's what
Paddle
I
ball.
looked like. Yeah, paddle ball. So it's paddle ball is what it is. Yeah.
The paddle with the
What's
ball.
the name of that
What's
paddle
name
ball?
of that
Yeah, what's the name of the thing with the paddle and the ball? It's paddle ball.
Oh, I like this with water. Two splashes of water that has really opened this up and brought out more caramels and brown sugars,
It's very
some more
good.
of your standard bourbon notes. But 91.
So the scores we give up to 100. I don't think I've ever scored anything 100. I've gotten.
I think 96 is the
98,
highest, maybe
maybe you
97.
think.
You usually go like 72.
87.
What?
Whoa, whoa.
Yeah. Again, this is a little oak for me. You know, I'm not a big fan of the heavier oaks. Anytime they throw Maker's throws the staves in, it starts to oak it more and more for me.
Slap that horse on the
Don't be
ass.
slapping any horses.
Slap it.
Yeehaw!
Oh yeah, see, you're scaring me right there. I'll end up leaping. I'll leap the dodge. You'd get a great shot of the whiskey in midair and then going up, yep.
87. Eddie B, what do you think? You gonna score it? What do you think?
I would score it.
To me, 90.
Like I said-
Anything above 90. 90 is like good
an,
whiskey.
well, just think of an A, a B, and a C.
Yeah.
I'd say
I gave it a high B.
I'd say it's a little step up. I would give it a 92 or a 93 from Maker's Mark. I like that, but it's a little more cinnamon, a little more vanilla, and smoother than Maker's Mark.
Okay.
So
Yeah.
I would upgrade it a little bit higher
Yeah.
than the actual Maker's Mark.
Well, it's 10 years old, isn't it?
They do not have an age on it. No.
Oh, okay.
And I wouldn't think it's that old. I would say 6 to 8.
Got it.
It's 10 virgin toasted staves.
Mm.
That's what you were thinking of.
It's the toast I'm tasting.
The
man.
10
I love
virgin.
toast.
Not
Staves.
yeah.
Got it.
$75.
So it's a little pricier.
I'm out, guys. I'm out.
But you got a higher proof.
yeah.
But it's,
It-
yeah.
It's good, but I mean that's I wouldn't go too much higher than that.
Well, see,
Would I buy it again? I think so.
Well, see, my kicker is even the Maker's 46, where they have the one stave in, I'm not as big a fan. And that's because it brings more of the oak flavors, whereas I kind of like I really dig the regular Makers and the cast strength Makers.
Yeah.
So this is different than I might eye with, maybe even a little below. I'm not sure I like your horse choice. All right,
That's funny, little guy,
little fella,
little fella.
Scotch it, you Scotch gods.
Sláinte, dummies.
It's the Scotch Test Dummies, and we're mounted.
We had a Maker's Mark wood wood finishing series.
Restart.
Take 3. Scotch Test Dummies.